So my family and friends like to joke, I don't like change. I haven't changed my deodorant in 20 years. I'm a very cradle to grave kind of chick. And my husband and I were just kind of just recounting the other day about our 21 years together and how life is a lot different than what we thought it was going to be like when we were dating and kind of dreaming what it was going to be like to be married and have children and a family and careers. And we were kind of going through how, God has kind of just changed things, trajectories, and how we've lost things and gained things, lost jobs and lost friendships, lost loved ones. But then God always restored it in a different area, and how you really couldn't appreciate it while you were going through it so much. But in retrospect, it was just fun to watch the hand of God weave through your life. But for a girl who doesn't like change, I resist it. I'll roll with it when I have to, but man, I'll resist it if I can. And it reminded me of the story in the book of Ezra about when they'd gone back to rebuild the temple, and the hand of God was on them. He had moved mountains, and just miraculous things had happened for them to be able to have this opportunity to have this rebuild. And when the construction for the foundation was complete, there was mixed emotions about it. Half of the people were rejoicing and praising and singing because they were so happy for their sense of hope for the future and the restoration that they felt God had given them. And yet the other half were weeping and were sorrowful because they were sad about what was lost, because it wasn't what it used to be. So sometimes we can get caught up with when life changes, isn't exactly the way we thought it was going to be. We can be very sorrowful. And when you're walking through those moments, it's hard to appreciate because, like I said, hindsight's 20/20. But when you're in those moments of change, and maybe you're resisting them, maybe you've lost a relationship or you've lost a job, or just God's just pivoting and turning your life in an area, you have two options. You can look at it and see the opportunity and the hope for the future and realize that God is a good God. And sometimes that things that have been removed or lost need to stay in the rear view. And that sometimes the life that we plan for ourselves in our head wasn't always the best for us, and embrace the future. Sometimes you can mourn what's lost and have a hope for your future and be rejoiceful. The two can coexist.